Good morning from the Appalachian torture chamber. This has been a slog this morning. I knew it was going to be. I've heard many people say this stretch is some of the slowest going of the entire AT, and it's proving so for me. Even when it's like just normal trail, like not so technical, it's still just really slow going. Lots of just constant weaving in and out of stuff. But anyway, last night, to pick up where I left off in that video, because things got really good once I got to the Carter Notch hut. I was about to say hostel. I went inside because, like I told you guys in the video, I wanted to see if they had a baked good left for sale because I didn't have dessert. I actually did. I had cookies I'd forgotten about. But I went in there, and one of the guys who I knew to expect, named Oliver, because I had met his brother Harley at the Lakes of the Clouds hut. He works there. He looks just like his brother. He, welcomed me and said, "Are you here for work for stay?" And it was, almost 8 o'clock, 7:45, I think. And I said, "Well, I thought I was too late for that. I was just here to buy baked good." And he's like, "Well, we could give you some work to do if you want to." And he said, "We don't have any dinner." He said, "You'd only have a place to sleep." And it was looking pretty ominous for rain, and it ended up raining. So I thought, you know what, I'll just take what I can get. I said, "Sure, I'll do that." And he said, "I'm going to probably have you clean out the freezer, like scrape all the ice out." And so I thought, okay, that sounds reasonable for a roof over my head instead of having to set up my tent. And he, one of the other girls in the kitchen yelled out, "We do have leftovers." He's like, "Or I guess we could feed you leftovers if you're good with that." I'm like, "Yeah." I am not one of those people who will turn down leftovers. I feed them to my crew all the time at home, and I love leftovers. And I've got to stop. I'm not going to go over this while I'm talking to you. But anyway, so it was a great night's stay. Untouchable showed up. He just had to wash some dishes, I think, and the crew there was super sweet. They were really nice. So we got to sleep on the floor. I know I kept Untouchable up with my cough, which just sucks at night. So I'm going to look for a hotel in Gorham today and not stay at the hostel. But I've still got about, I think, 7 miles left to get there. So I'm going to put the phone up because it's probably going to take me 7 hours. But I'll see you down the trail. This has just been a slog today. And yeah, it's just messy, wet. It just doesn't help anything. So, but all good. We'll get through it. Sometimes the stuff the AT takes you down just makes you scratch your head and say, why? And how? I'll get down it. But gee whiz. And yet again, I'm just scratching my head, like thinking, how do I get down this? Somehow I always do, but not without a little bit of pucker. So that's what I just came down. I had to actually take my pack off and kind of slide it down the mountain. I forgot to close my hip belt pockets. All my candy fell out and got wet. Those are little remnants I can't get up. But at least it wasn't me who tumbled down and fell out. Sometimes the pack is the hardest part to navigate because it's hard when you've got to slide on your butt to keep it from wanting to push you. So I've found myself in a couple of situations where it's pushed me a little bit in precarious spots where I've had to get creative how to not fall off the little perch that I'm on. Everybody says that this is the most technical day of the AT, and I agree. At least I got good views, right? It is really sucked in today. But you know what? It's not hot, it's not buggy. I'll take it every day. But I would like some views too. But today, I'm good without them. I've passed some people, interestingly. One group This is going to be fun. One group of, look like college-age students who were in training for leading backpacking trips out here. You couldn't pay me all the money in the world to lead backpacking trips out here. I can't imagine. I mean, I guess they vet people, whoever they're leading, to make sure they're capable of this kind of stuff and that they'd want to do this kind of stuff. But boy, I would never want to guide back here. I have a hard time guiding just in the Smokies, or I used to, not knowing people's abilities and comfort level with this kind of stuff. And we were on great trail. But, excuse me for the cough. Also came across a runner, trail runner, who hardly said hello. She was very focused, I guess, and just kind of grunted at me. And then looked like a dad maybe with a wife and a daughter, an adult daughter, but they had just gotten started. But the girl's shoes looked like something you go shopping in, not necessarily climbing bouldery, slabby stuff all day. So I don't know where they were backpacking. I don't know where they were going, but good luck to them. I can barely stay upright with tread runners with a lot of tread. And these slabby things, you can't trust them to not be slick. I've almost had many near misses today on these and bog boards, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the phone up now. Climbing up Mount Moriah. Y'all know I never know how to pronounce these things, and I can't get my camera clean. But look at these little pine needles, aren't they cute? I don't know what this tree is, but it looks like kind of a new species that I'm seeing here lately. This climb is definitely technical, not right now. And I just slid on a slab and skinned up my fingers. But at least I'm 4/10 of the 1.2 up it, so like a third. So this is much of what the climb is like, just slabby stuff with these amazing views. Oh my gosh. I bet it is pretty though, on a good day. But it is a good day. There's something pretty about this too. I have no idea where Untouchable is. I know he's behind me. He stopped after the first big climb to put on his new poncho. He's not had a rain jacket for quite some time because he didn't think he'd need one anymore. Sometimes I forget he's a new backpacker, mostly new. And my mom worries came out as soon as I knew he didn't have one. And we were going through some hard rainy days that were cold. He got through, but he found a poncho yesterday at Mount Washington. They have a little hiker room, and there was a hiker box. And thank God, there's a poncho. So he got it, but he wanted to put it on today. And I didn't want to wait, because I was getting cold. Because we both were just soaked from car wash effect. I still sort of am, but I'm exerting too much energy to put on any kind of a rain jacket. It's like a little bonsai tree. It's so cute. Larry would like that. Very cute. Very resilient. Just like a through hiker. Gotta be hardy to do this crap. Bye for now. Hi from the Roadway Inn in Gorham, New Hampshire. Got here, I don't know, about 3 probably. Untouchable took a wrong trail, so he got a little bit delayed coming to the trailhead, but we were picked up by a lady who saw me sitting there in the trailhead parking lot and turned around to see if I needed a ride. It was so sweet. Her name was Miles, that was her trail name, and she thru hiked the AT in 2024, so we didn't even have to hitch. It was really pretty cool to just get picked up, but we came and ate at this Chinese buffet that was, mid, but it was a lot of food, and so we just gorged. We both had not eaten much on trail. And then Untouchable is now at Walmart, camped behind it somewhere. He was at the laundromat today and made all sorts of local friends. He really is just so funny to listen to because he just has these crazy experiences with local people all the time. Um, excuse me. Oh, this stupid cough. It's always worse at night. But anyway, he met somebody who's willing to take us back to trail tomorrow. So we're going to meet at 7:30. And yeah, he hung out here in my hotel room for a bit. He took a shower in here, and I went and did the laundry because he never even did the laundry at the laundromat. He was too busy making friends. But I had 2 really bad falls today. That's why I didn't film a lot past a certain point. They were so random. I was about to cross a creek that I knew I was going to get my feet wet, but I was just trying to find the best place to enter it and cross. And it was kind of this jumbled area of small boulders. I mean, they weren't like car size, but bigger than, like a toaster. I mean, they were sticking out of the water and big enough. But I reached out my right leg to step on one to get on it before I got in fully in the water. And it was just slick as snot. It had just a film of algae you couldn't see. And so I immediately slipped off of it and fell into the water. And just my whole body was submerged. And I landed on my pole, cracked it in half. My hiking pole, the tip came off yesterday, got stuck between 2 rocks. It was already compromised, but now it's totally done. And yeah, clocked my head on a rock, on a boulder. It was not a good fall. It could have been a lot worse. I'm glad it didn't knock me out. I mean, it definitely made me see stars for a minute. And my head's kind of sore, but yeah, so that was the first one. So then I'm hiking along with the one pole on like the easiest stretch. I mean, today was so technical, but the easiest stretch is where this other fall happened. There was like a divot in the trail, and there was a rock kind of sticking out from the side of it. And so I stuck out my left leg to kind of, just bounce off that rock. But I didn't have my pole to plant in the ground to stabilize me, and it was slippery. And I just fell so hard, like on my side, but it was like I had so much force behind the fall, like it just rolled me over. It was terrible. And my back was all like contorted on my body, and it was a hard, hard fall. And it took me a minute to get up. I just kind of was like, knocked the wind out of me. So 2 worse falls on the AT today, for sure. Um, yeah, I just felt like an idiot. But anyway, Untouchable had some too. He has some every day, but I usually don't. So, yeah, the AT is just punching me right in the face right now. And I know we've got hard stuff coming up ahead. So, luckily, we're ahead of schedule right now by about 8 miles. So, that's good. We don't have to go 17 tomorrow. That's our stretch goal. We could just go 12 and be like caught back up where we want to be to stay on track. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. As icky or oogie as I sound, I feel okay. And I just keep having this awful cough. So anyway, I'll see y'all in the morning. And thanks for listening to me ramble. Good night.